Good afternoon, racing fans, and welcome to Harness Racing today at the Jackson County Fair here in Wellston, Ohio. I'm just signing somebody's passports. So we certainly want you to come and get your passport signed. If you don't have one, pick one up. Passport program is going to go all year. It looks like we're about ready to have a post parade. We got 3 of the horses out. We've got 10 races today, this afternoon. This was left over from last night. They had to cancel because of the extreme air quality conditions. So the fair board wanting to do the right thing for the horsemen and for their fans canceled last night. And so we're racing 10 today, 10 this afternoon, and 11 tonight. The second card will start at 6 o'clock tonight. We got 52 horses in this afternoon and 23 separate trainers. Rosie Weaver and Hank Levan both have 6 in, and Eric Nesrode has 5, so they will be our busiest trainers today. It's always nice here at Wellston. They've got nice barns on the backstretch, and it's always just a nice place to come. It's kind of a cloudy day, so it's going to be a little bit nice to sit in here and not have the sun right in our faces. Right. Chris Santacaterina is at the controls. He's got everything ready for us to go. We have got 3 divisions of 2-year-old filly pacers, 2 of 2-year-old filly trotters, 2 each of the 3-year-old colt pacers and 3-year-old colt trotters, and then a signature series pace. So a nice card for you all this afternoon. A few changes. Christian Meyer. We've got quite a few changes in the first race, so hopefully that you have gotten your programs from at harnessracingohio.com. They're just getting instructions. Our announcer today is Ayers Ratliff, and he's giving everybody instructions to stay on the backside and gather together before they parade. Stand today. I know that this is a very harness racing fair. They like their harness racing. Chris Walls is our superintendent of speed, and he always does a great job getting people here and getting the all the different blankets. There's a lot of blankets sitting out here. So looks like they are ready for a great day of racing here. They've got some nice fly sheets. A lot of them in memory of someone. Memory of Terry Bennett, who passed away. She was a great supporter of harness racing. Her and her husband Dan would come to the races all over the state and just loved the races. So we're going to be missing Terry today. Looks like the horses are gathered up. We've got 6 in this first race. It is a 2-year-old filly pace. And as I said, this is the first division, but there are 3 divisions of that. But they're still going for a purse of $5,175, so a nice purse, even though it is split into 3 divisions. I think we're starting to see the end of the 4 and 5 divisions at a fair because we have so many fairs going on right now. About mid-July, the fairs really start, so there is going to be a little less divisions from here on out. Looks like the last horse is coming onto the track.
Here are the horses on the track. They're parading onward for the first race today. 2-year-old filly pace, purse $5,175. 1, Catch the Moment, driver change, Sam Widger. 2, Section Line Fame, Alex Hawk does the driving. 3, Fire Philly. Driver change, Hank Levan. 4, She's a OHHA. Carson Conrad is the driver. 5, Sweet Lather. Brady Clemens. And the 6, All My Dreams. Driver change, Christian Myers in the sulky. That is the field for the first race today. Widger on 1, Levan on 3, Conrad 4, Myers on 6. This race trophy by Mayhew Brown Funeral Home.
Okay, so you caught all those driver changes. Let's take a look at these horses. The 1, Catch the Moment, Sam Widger up for trainer Rosie Weaver. Rosie also co-owns this Catch the Fire filly along with Heartland Acres. It's had 3 starts on the year, 1 win, 1 second, 1 third. And that win was the first start of the year at Paulding in 2, 6, and 1. Was a Buckeye Classic sale purchase for $12,000. Section Line Fame and Alex Hawk for Melvin Byler. Melvin is the trainer and the owner. So Western Fame filly out of a Fear the Dragon mare. This is his very first lifetime start, and this was a Buckeye Classic sale purchase for $2,500. Fire Philly, make the driver Hank Levan. For Rashon Trigg, the owner, and Latoya Hult from Clinton, Mississippi. This is a Catch the Fire filly out of a Mach 3 mare. I'm a Machine Baby. Has had 2 starts, and took me a while to find these 2 starts because it says Philly, but I found out that was Philadelphia, Mississippi. So this quite a few horses in today had their first starts at Philadelphia down there in Mississippi. And this horse finished second both times. It was a 2-year-old invite and a 2-year-old open that they held down there. And I think a lot of those guys from Mississippi have been racing up here in Ohio and also in Kentucky. So we've got first start in Ohio for Fire Philly. She's a OHHA from the 4-hole with Carson Conrad up for trainer Steve Carter, owner Michael Bean. This horse is a Summa Cum Laude out of a Ponder mare, Keen Allure. Just 1 start on the year. That was at Wilmington. That was a second place finish. And this filly paced that mile in 2 minutes and 4/5. Sweet Lather, the driver is Brady Clemens for Eric Nesselrode. Eric is the trainer and owner. She bought this filly for $2,000 at the Buckeye Classic sale. She'll lather up out of a Real Desire mare, Sweet Talia. Has had just 1 start on the year. That was at Circleville. Finished second, just back by a length and 3/4, and was timed in 2, 6, and 3. And All My Dreams and Christian Myers will start from the 2nd tier in the 6th spot. Stephen Harris, the trainer, Tiffany Harris, and Donald Weiselgreen, the owners. This is a Buckeye Classic purchase for $7,500. A Dancing Yankee out of a Gamluck mare, Born to Dream. Very first lifetime start. So we've got 2 horses that it's their first start, and the most experienced in the field is Catch the Moment, who's had 3 starts. So it should be a wide open race. We've got 2 outriders today. We've got 1 in the first turn and 1 in the last turn. It's always kind of nice to see those here. They do a really good job, and I like the way that they divide up the track. So if anything happens in the first quarter mile, our outrider that's in the first turn will take care of that, and anything that's on the other end in the last turn, she'll take care of that. So let's hope we don't need them, but we're glad to have them. So again, the fillies are going to the gate. We've got 5 on the gate and 1 trailer, going for a purse of $5,175. The first of 3 divisions to your Philly Pacers. Let's turn it over to Ayers Ratliff for the call.
Here in Wellston, Ohio. Short time to get those daily doubles in. You'll have to hurry. Top of the stretch. First race, 2-year-old Philly Pacers. Trophy by Mayhew Brown Funeral Home. A purse $5,175. Here they come. They're off and pacing from the outside. Sweet Lather is trying for the lead. Along the inside, Catch the Moment as they move around the turn. She's a OHHA is coming on from between them, and she'll now challenge for the top. In there to be 4th is Fire Philly as they move on into the backstretch. Over there next is All My Dreams, and after a break trailing, Section Line Fame. So they go to the opening quarter here and Catch the Moment, and Widger leads the way by a length and a half. In their second, She's a OHHA. Opening quarter, 29 1/5. In there to be a third as they move around the turn is a Sweet Lather as they continue. Fire Philly is their fourth. Over their fifth, All My Dreams, and way back trailing, Section Line Fame as they drive down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, and out there with the lead, Catch the Moment. Catch the Moment, 6 to 5 shot, is on top. In their second, She's a OHHA. Looking them over third, Sweet Lather, and Sweet Lather is now moving to the outside, moving by the half in 104. On into the turn they go, and out there with the lead, Catch the Moment. Up and on the outside, Sweet Lather is applying pressure, losing stride. She's a OHHA as they move on into the back stretch, and on their way to the 3/4 mile mark of the race, Catch the Moment leading. Over their second is a Sweet Lather. Fire Philly is coming on third. Further back in fourth is She's a OHHA with All My Dreams, and the distance Section Line Fame as they continue by 3/4. And it's Catch the Moment, 135 1. They'll now duke it out for the second spot as they make their swing to the top of the stretch. It's Catch the Moment. Catch the Moment turns first by 2. Trying to reel in the leader now is Fire Philly as they turn for home. Catch the Moment trying to make every polo winning one. Catch the Moment from start till finish. Fire Philly finishing second. Sweet Lather is third. Time of the mile, 2:05 4.
Catch the Moment picking up that catch drive from Rosie Weaver and makes that a winning one. Gate 2 wire just went out of there on top, and that was that's where Sam wanted to be, and puts a second win on this filly's lifetime charts. Had her first win at Paulding in 2-6 and 1, then went to Marion, finished third, and Bell Fountain, and finished second at Bell Fountain, timed in 2-3 flat at Bell Fountain. So a real nice mile out here to start our card. A real nice last half in 1:01 4, last quarter in 30 3. We are sitting close to the judges' stand, and we can kind of hear what they say, but then maybe kind of not. So we're going to wait till Ayers gives you the official results. They have a
race. It is the one, Catch the Moment, a 2-year-old Bay Filly by Catch the Fire. Out of 8-3 okay by Mach the 3. Oh My Heartland Acres and Rosie Weaver. Rosie Weaver trains, and Sam Widger, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:05 4. Trophy by Mayhew Brown Funeral Home. Do note, Quinella returns one and all. One with anything, you get the Quinella. Catch the Moment was the winner. Section Line Fame 6th. Fire Philly 2nd. She's a OHHA was 4th. Sweet Lather 3rd. All My Dreams finished 5th. 162, 435, 29 1, 104, 135 1, 205 4.
So Rosie and her caretaker, they headed back to the backside. It's always nice when they have a golf cart to get the owners and trainers and help back to the front so they can be in that picture, that winning picture. There's nothing better than getting your picture taken at any place when you win. It just makes it a great day. So that mile in 2, 5, and 4. Speaking of miles of track record here is Arbon in 50. Let me look. 56 and 1. I do remember that from last year. Arbon was quite and we're going to get to see Arbon in today. He has got the rail in the 10th race, the Bob Willis Memorial Signature Series. So we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to come back and talk about the horses in the second race.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Okay, welcome everybody. I was just looking at the live chat, and it said Janet watching from Old Town, Florida. She said, good luck to everyone, and I'm sure Terry Bennett is watching with a big grin. Absolutely. Terry Bennett is such a awesome person and such a great supporter of harness racing, that is for sure. And watching from Mariana, Morgan County. Looks like Scott Tarleton from his sulky recliner. So we sure welcome everybody. As he said, you can get the Kip from Van Wert. We've got lots of races for you today. You've only missed one if you're just getting on. Don't forget you can go to harnessracingohio.com and get your program. We only put those up an hour before post time just to make sure that everybody local has a chance to buy one here on the track, because we want whoever is putting them together on the track. Sometimes it's a local charity, sometimes it's a 4-H group, but we want everybody to buy the programs from them if they can. If they're not coming here, then of course go to Harness Racing Ohio and get it. Air is much better today. We can see all around, so I don't know, we had storms in, I live near Columbus in Grove City, and we had storms, and I think the storms came through and washed all that smoke right out. A gentleman that goes to a lot of our fairs stopped over, and he said his car was full of like dust this morning. So it must have, when the rain came down, it also brought some of the ash and dust and stuff from the fire. So he said his car was really a mess this morning. As we said, the all-aged pacing record is set by Arbin. That was last year, 156-1. And right before that, it was held by a horse called Night Train. Justin Hall trained and drove Night Train, and that was from 2007. So we had quite a long stretch of time there before it was broke. And Night Train held that record in 158. So when Arbin came in 56-1, he smashed the record. Night Train, as I said, who held that record from 2007, raced from ages 2 to 5. When he raced here and set that mark, he was just a 3-year-old, and he earned a total of $105,000 plus, and took a mark of as a 3-year-old of 153-2. And his best beaten time was at the Meadowlands in 2009, pacing a mile in 151-4. Our trotting track record is Working It on Broadway in 2-1-1. That was from 2022. Jason Brewer trained and drove Working It to Broadway. In 2024, the FFA groups here took on the project of fixing up their winter circle. So they've got some signage on the winter circle, and it's a nice looking winter circle. So we thank the 2024 FFA group for doing that. Horses are headed to the post parade, so we're going to turn it over to Ayers Ratliff.
Here are the horses on the track for race number 2. Trophy by Darrow Insurance per $7,500. 2-year-old filly trotters. 1, Twyla L, Hank Levan. 2, Casino Bound, Brady Clemens drives. The 3, Debbie Creek and John Hochstetler. 4 is DD Silver Dollars, driver change Sam Widger. And the 5, Felina, Barney Dillon, in the sulky. That's the field for race number 2. Sam Widger on 4.
Okay, so let's take a closer look at the fillies in this race. This is the first of 2 divisions. Giro Filly Trotters, going for a $7,500 purse. Twyla L, Hank Levan trains, drives for Levan Stable, Hurley Racing, M. Levan, and R. Freeze. This is an Uncle Peter filly out of an Angus Hall mare, Ariana Hall. This horse was purchased at the Buckeye Classic sale for $13,000. Has had 5 starts on the year with 1 win. That was at Marion in 2-8-2. But since after Marion went to Scioto Downs and was in a couple races there, finished 6th both times, but trotted in 2 minutes and 4/5 and 59-4. So filly does have some speed. Casino Bound and Brady Clemens are making your first lifetime starts here at the Jackson County Fair. Eric Nesselrode trains, and Casey Clemens is the owner. The breeders are Brady Clemens and Veda Clemens, so Casey Clemens now owns, so it's a lot of Clemens there. This is a creatine out of a full count mare, Little Casino. As we said, first lifetime start. Debbie Creek and John Hochstetler from the 3-hole. John owns, trains, drives, and bred this filly. She has had 2 starts, so both those were qualifiers up at Northfield Park. She finished 6th. She was distance, made a couple breaks in the beginning of the miles. She is a jitterbug out of a Father Patrick mare, Mother Deb. DD Silver Dollar, Sam Widger up for trainer Rosie Weaver. Cabby D and David Jury are the owners. This is an Uncle Peter filly out of a What the Hill mare, What About Me? Purchased at the Buckeye Classic sale for $7,000. Has had 1 qualifier at Delaware in 2-3-2, and then finished 2nd at Marion and 3rd at Paulding. Barney Dillon owns, trains, and drives Felina from the 5-hole. This is a Quattro de Julio out of an Uncle Peter Mayer filly named Pete. $10,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale, and they are headed behind the gate.
Stretch trophy by Darrow Insurance per $7,500, and here they come. They're off into trotting, and DD Silver Dollar fires off the gate and crosses over to the lead as they move around the first turn. And with that lead, DD Silver Dollar has lost stride. She was going too fast into the first turn, and she lost it there as they now move around the turn and head on into the backstretch. So out there with the lead, Casino Bound now leads them by 2. Twyla L is there in second. It's a Debbie Creek in third. Back down trotting as DD Silver Dollar, and Felina is the trailer. So they go to the opening quarter here in Twyla L, and Hank Levan is there in 32-1. On into the turn they go. In there to be a second is Casino Bound. DD Silver Dollar is there in third. Over there fourth is Debbie Creek with Felina. As they move around the turn and they straighten away and come down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, Twyla L is on top. There in second is Casino Bound. It's a DD Silver Dollar still in third. Over there trotting fourth is Debbie Creek, and the trailer is still Felina. They move here by the half in 104. Into the turn they go. Twyla L, she's showing her heels to the field. Off stride again, DD Silver Dollar as they trot around the turn and head on into the backstretch. Twyla L by 2. They're in second, Casino Bound. It's a Debbie Creek third. Over there fourth is DD Silver Dollar, and that trailer is Felina. To 3/4, Twyla L. Casino Bound is still tracking her in second. Further back, DD Silver Dollar regains third. They went by 3/4, 135-1. Moving around the final turn, Twyla L on top. In their second, Casino Bound. Off stride again, DD Silver Dollar. They're at the top of the stretch. They're on their way home. Twyla L moving to the outside. Casino Bound, Twyla L, and Casino Bound. Twyla L calm and cool on the lead. Twyla L will win. Casino Bound finishing second. Debbie Creek is third. Time of the mile, 2:06.
That mile in 2:06 off of a half in 1:04, so a really nice mile for Twyla L. Makes that her second lifetime win. Had a win at Marion in 2:08 and 4, so lowered her lifetime mark by over 2 seconds. Casino Bound, your second place finisher at a really nice mile, coming off of having no starts. I think everybody in the race got to be pretty. No DD Silver Dollar made a few breaks, so I'm sure Rosie's got some work to do on that one. But the other horses that hadn't had much experience at all, Casino Bound and Felina, their first lifetime starts, both of them trotted well, as well as Debbie Creek, who had been struggling some in her 2 qualifiers. So nice mile. Finished just the way they started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here comes Twyla L back to the winner's circle.
Moving back to the winner's circle after winning the second race, the one, Twyla L. Twyla L is a 2-year-old bay filly by Uncle Peter out of Ariana Hall by Angus Hall, owned by Levan Stables. Hurley Racing, M. Levan, R. Freeze. Hank Levan is the trainer. Hank Levan, the winning driver, time of the mile, 2:06. This one, trophy by Darrow Insurance. Twyla L was the winner. Casino Bound second. Debbie Creek third. DD Silver Dollar fourth. Felina fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 32 and 1. 104, 135 and 1. Time of the mile, 2:06.
Okay, so there are your results. We got the outriding horse following the water truck, probably getting a little bit sprayed on there. Maybe it feels kind of good. At some point, Chris, we got to get a shot of that horse when it's running because that's fast. That horse is really fast. She has been leading the post parades, and when she gets a little ways down, boy, she takes off, and she is really a speedy horse. We've got royalty down in the winner's circle. It looks like the fair queens are down there giving out the blanket, so that's always nice to see the fair queens at our harness races. So we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to be back with race number 3, the 3-year-old Colt Pacers First Division.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 Jug Sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm. Consignment.
Okay, we are back here at Wellston. JD was saying he was watching the Kentucky Proud Series. Michael Langer is down covering the races there, and Michael does do a lot of the Kentucky races, so we're lucky to have him when we can. So we've got a young fella here that wants to be on the air, so we're going to put him on. So put these on your head, Waylon. And then we'll put this down. Can you hear me through the earphones? Okay. This is Waylon. And how old are you, Waylon?
9.
9. And this is your first time to the races?
Yeah.
But you've already seen 2, so what do you think about these?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Was it exciting?
Yeah.
Was it when the gate left? That's probably the most exciting part, I think. Why? How come you're at this fair?
Because I have a food truck.
You have a food truck here. Oh.
What kind of food?
Yeah, what kind of food?
This is your chance to advertise for your fam.
We have steak sandwiches. You could name it, we have. Basically.
Really? Wow.
Sushi? You have sushi?
No.
Okay, well.
Do you have nice cold drinks for everybody?
Yeah.
That's an important thing today, isn't it? Nice to have nice cold drinks. Well, I hope you stay and watch some more harness racing because it's really fun, and you'll kind of get to learn about it. Okay?
Yeah, and get in that 4-H, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you
Yes.
want?
Yep.
You want to be in 4-H? Do you live around here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is this fair the only fair that your food truck goes to?
Well, this is the first fair it's going to.
This
So-
is the first one? Okay.
What other fairs?
Probably, Waverly and some other ones.
Some other
Okay.
ones. Okay. Well, thanks for joining us on air, and we're going to get back to talking about the horses. Bye. Thank you, Waylon. So young Waylon has been here since Chris first got here.
Yes, he was telling me I got to move my car. That's where the people are going to walk.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So he's
He's going to be in charge here one day.
you can kind of tell, can't you?
Yes.
Some kids, you can just kind of tell they're going to be in charge. You're right. So they're taking good care of the track. Track here is always in really nice shape. I've never known what else goes on at the fairs here at this fair, but I'm sure they have some great entertainment and so forth. It's just a nice little fair. Oh, we've got a scratch in the third. Keen Finale is a scratch. So we're scratched down to a field of 4 in this first division. Clouds have sort of broken up, so the sunshine is hitting the bleachers here. I see a lot of people are starting to move up. Chris said you were at Wilmington, and everybody kept moving up and up and up.
Trying to escape the sun.
Yeah.
And everybody was complaining about why would they design the grandstand to be facing the west, or maybe start the fair early so it's above us, something like that. But it was miserably hot, and there was no air movement whatsoever.
No. We've got a nice breeze.
Yeah, this is
We've got
great.
a nice breeze. Yeah, it's a nice.
Kind of helps with the humidity.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got people sitting under the big trees here headed into the first turn, so it's just a nice.
What kind of
nice
tree
fair.
is that?
I don't know. Big.
Yes. Is that an oak?
It could be
know.
I don't know. The leaves don't exactly look like an oak tree, but
Yeah. I need to know trees better.
yeah. I think there's something on your phone that if you go and you take a picture of the
Oh,
leaf,
really?
it'll tell you.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just something that comes with your phone or not, but so I think they're giving out prizes here. They must have given everybody a coupon when you walked in or came in, and so I see everybody getting their coupons out of their pocket now and checking out for it.
I didn't get one. Did you get one?
I did not get one either. Okay, we're going to have the post parade for the third. Remember, the 3 horse in this third race is a scratch.
Here are the horses on the track. They're parading onward for race number 3. Trophy by Gas and Stuff. 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, a purse $7,075. Scratch the 3. 1, I'm a Dancing Man, Brady Clemens. 2, Devil's Dancing, David Young the second driving. The 3 is out. 4, GC's Legend, Christian Myers. And the 5, Robert Said, Alex Hawk in the sulky. That's the field for race number 3. Scratch the 3.
Okay, let's talk about the horses in this third race. I'm a Dancing Man. Brady Clemens drives for Eric Nesselrode, who trains and co-owns along with B. Powell, R. Ruff, and G. McCourt. This is a Dancing Yankee colt out of a gear-to-gear mare, Zabetta. It's a purchase as a yearling for $13,000 at the Ohio Selected Sale. Has already made almost $35,000 in its life. Has a 3-year-old mark of 153-3 at Scioto Downs. Had a 2-year-old mark of 157-1 at Woodsfield. 2 starts back, won a race at Scioto. The horse and gelding non-winners of 1 race in 53-3. That's his lifetime mark. Last week was in the Buckeye Stallion Series, and although he finished back a ways, did pace his mile in 52-4. Devil's Dancing and David Young from the 2-hole. This is a Dancing Yankee out of a Crown Time Big Ben mare, Precious Little Devil. Steve Swatzel trains for Karen Bright, who is also the breeder. So the horse has had just 1 lifetime start. No starts as a 2-year-old, and did have only 1 qualifier at Scioto Downs. Finished 4th in that qualifier, back a ways, but did pace a mile in 2 minutes flat, coming home in 28-3. The 3 horses scratched. The 4, GC's Legend, Christian Myers up for trainer-owner Kevin Mead. Kevin's also the breeder. This is a bit of a legend out of a Mach 3 mare, Lightning Mach N. Coming off of 2 wins at Marion in 2-2-2 and at Wilmington in 55-2. That's a really good mile at Wilmington, 55-2. Has earned over $37,000 lifetime. Has a mark as a 2-year-old of 158, and then at Caldwell, and then of course that mark of 55-2 at Wilmington. And from the 5-hole, Alex Hawk steers Robert Said for trainer Stephen Harris, Madison Hochsteller, and Donald Weiselgren. This is a well said out of an I-Scoot Hanover mare, Robert's Ideal. Was purchased as a yearling at the Buckeye Classic sale for $9,000. Been racing at Northfield Park. Finished 3rd its last start out in a 10,000 claimer, non-winners of 1. And finished 3rd, paced a mile in 57-3. Just had 6 starts as a 2-year-old, so very lightly raced as a 2-year-old. But our question horse is Devil's Dancing. Just had that 1 qualifier at Scioto Downs, but a really nice qualifier in 2 minutes flat. So we'll see what Devil's Dancing can do against some of these more experienced horses. The horses are headed behind the Mike Webkenberg gate, so we're going to turn it over to Ayers Ratliff.
4, top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing, and it's GC's Legend who's crossing over with the lead. In their second, I'm a Dancing Man as they move around the turn. Robert Said is there in 3rd, and the early trailer is Devil's Dancing. They move around the turn and go into the back stretch, and out there with the lead, it is a GC's Legend. In their second, I'm a Dancing Man. On the outside, Robert Said is now getting in 3rd, and the trailer is Devil's Dancing. They go to the opening quarter, and out there with the lead, it is GC's Legend in 30 1/5. In their second is I'm a Dancing Man, so the heavyweights are 1-2 as they pace around the turn. Robert Said in 3rd, and the trailer, Devil's Dancing. They will straighten away and move down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, and out there with the lead, it is GC's Legend. GC's Legend fronts the field. I'm a Dancing Man is there in 2nd. Over their 3rd, Robert Said and Devil's Dancing. They go here by the half in 102.1. So it's GC's Legend who won a very comfortable first lap. He'll try to make them pay for it here. I'm a Dancing Man is nose to helmet in second as they'll move around the turn and straighten up into the backstretch. Over there third is Robert Said in the trailer. Devils Dancing as they continue on to the 3/4 mile mark of the race. GC's Legend, I'm a Dancing Man, now has 2 lengths to find. In their gapping third is Robert Said with Devils Dancing. They go by 3/4 in 132. They'll pace the turn. They'll head for home, and with the lead, it's still GC's Legend. I'm a Dancing Man is now trying his luck to the outside. They're at the top of the stretch. GC's Legend, I'm a Dancing Man. GC's Legend, and I'm a Dancing Man. GC's Legend is tough, and GC's Legend is holding on. I'm a Dancing Man, they're second. Devils Dancing is third. Time of the mile, 2 minutes.
2 minutes flat for GC's Legend and Christian Myers. As we said earlier, this horse does have a mark coming off of a win at Wilmington in 55-2. So as GC's Legend certainly does have the credentials to pace a 2-minute mile here. I'm going to think that Devils Dancing, Steven Swatzel, and Karen Bright have to be really happy with that performance of Devils Dancing with only its first official lifetime start. Went down the half in 102.1, 3/4 in 132, a mile and 2 minutes flat. So that's a 28-second last quarter. We'll see GC's Legend and Christian Myers coming back to the winner's circle. Christian is just 23 years old. And as I said earlier, Kevin Mead bred this horse, owns this horse, and trains it. So he's got to be really pleased. This is 3 wins in a row for GC's Legend. Had a very nice 2-year-old season. Had 7 wins out of just 14 starts with a second and 2/3 and earned $25,746 as a 2-year-old. So really nice season.
Back into the winner's circle after winning race number 3. It is the 4, GC's Legend, a 3-year-old bay-gooded son of a bit of a legend. At a lightning mock by Mach 3, owned by Kevin Mead, who also trains Christian Myers, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2 minutes. Trophy by Gas and Stuff.
Rundown should be coming in just a second. Our judges are conferring up here.
I'm a Dancing Man was second. Devil's Dancing third. Keen Finale scratched. GC's Legend the winner. Robert said fourth. 2-3 scratch. 1-4. 30 and 1/5. 102 and 1. 132. 2 minutes.
Okay, so there are your results for race number 3. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going
Race
to
4
talk
is
about
next.
an exciting night coming up at Scioto Downs on August 1st that we hope you all will attend. So we'll talk about that right after this.
Don't miss the North American Standardbred Mixed Sale in Mount Hope, Ohio, December 18th. Only 2 sales in and already gaining attention across North America. This exciting young sale specializes in high-quality racehorses, broodmare prospects, and stallion shares with industry-leading pedigrees. One of our exciting graduates is world record holder Allegiant, headlining a growing list of successful sale graduates. Last year's sale topper was refined at $260,000, followed by Stardust Volo at $250,000. Visit the North American Standardbred MixedSale.com and join us December 18th in Mount Hope, Ohio.
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's county fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
It all begins with a dream. In Ohio's lush pastures, a foal is born with the heart of a champion. Through dedication, care, and generations of world-class breeding, that spark grows into raw power. Today, Ohio's Standardbred industry offers nearly $24 million in purses for Ohio breds, drawing the best and rewarding the brightest. Breed, buy, race, and win in Ohio.
Welcome back. Right before we left for our commercial break, I was saying that something's going to happen August 1st at Scioto Downs. It's going to be family night, family and youth night at Scioto Downs on the 1st. We're going to have our OHHA booth set up. Samantha Mayhew will be there helping kids decorate horseshoes and doing all sorts of fun stuff for the kids. We do have a new youth program. We have the Backstretch Buddies that are from little ones all the way up till 12 years old. And then once you turn 13, then you are in the youth program of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. So you can come and sign up that night, August 1st, right there at Scioto Downs. They're also going to have corgi dog races. They're going to have the Name a Foal contest. So you can come and look at this foal and see what you think you might want to name it. I think they'll have blanks there for you to fill out and see what you might want to name this foal. It'd be kind of fun to see if you can name a winning standardbred. They're also going to have bounce house and petting zoo, so lots of fun stuff there at Scioto. But the biggest thing that we want you to show up for is to sign up to be a youth member of OHHA. It's nice to start when you're young and then just continue on, and hopefully these kids will become lifelong fans or owners, trainers, drivers, whatever. So we invite you to come on August 1st at Scioto Downs. Fourth race coming up is the first division of the 3-year-old colt trot. Got one driver change. Sam Widger will be driving Pickle Shot, the 3-horse in this upcoming race. Sam Widger. Appreciate everybody that's watching. To excuse me, every once in a while I have a cough. I went to Philadelphia to the All-Star. We didn't go to the All-Star game, but we went to all the All-Star festivities, and didn't get a lot of sleep and just had a lot of fun, so I think I'm paying for it now by having this cough, so excuse me for that. Looks like the horses are lining up. I think the last one is coming on the track. Like I said, there are quite a few people in the grandstand enjoying this day. This race, this 3-year-old trot is presented. The trophy is presented in memory of Terry Bennett, and I see the whole Bennett family right down here. Going to be in the winner's circle when this race is over.
Here are the horses for the upcoming 4th race. Trophy presented in memory of Terry Bennett. 3-year-old colt and gelding trotters a purse $6,925. Sam Widgers on the 3. The 1, Rude Dude L and Hank Levan. 2 is Flame Out. Alex Hawk drives. 3 is Pickle Shot. Driver change Sam Widger. 4 is MJ's Peg's Prodigy. Charles Bolin is up. And the 5, Don't Dawdle Dude, Barney Dillon in the sulky. That's the field for the 4th race. Sam Widger on 3.
Okay, we'll take a closer look at the horses in this race. Rude Dude L and Hank Levan from the rail. Hank is also the trainer. Levan Stables, Dharmafall Racing, E. Perry, and M. Levan, the owners. This is a long Tom colt out of a Man of Many Missions mare, Lips of an Angel as. Has had 7 starts this year, 2 wins. That was at Ottawa in 2-3-2, and Marion in 2-4-3. This horse was an $11,000 purchase at the Ohio Selected Sale as a yearling. Last year, as a 2-year-old, had 14 starts, 4 wins, 4 seconds, 2 thirds, earned over $36,000, and had a mark as a 2-year-old of 57-3 at Scioto Downs. Flame Out and Alex Hawk, from the 2-hole. John Hostetler trains and owns. This is a What the Hill colt out of a Lucky Chucky mare. Hot Start. This horse has had 10 starts this year, has had 1 third-place finish, and has earned $2,600. Only had 3 starts as a 2-year-old, so very lightly raced as a 2-year-old. Has been racing in the Buckeye Claiming Series up at Northfield Park and Scioto Downs. Pickle Shot and Sam Widger from the 3-hole for trainer Rosie Weaver. Rosie co-owns this horse along with Heartland Acres and Barbara Wilson. It's a long Tom out of a Don't You Forget It mare, Lady Mayflower. Purchased at the Buckeye Classic sale as a yearling for $6,000. Had 12 starts last year with 4 wins, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds. Made almost $16,000 and took a mark of 2-4 at Dover. Has not got to the winner's circle yet this year. But last week at Northfield Park was in a non-winners of 1 and trotted his mile, in 2 minutes and 3/5. MJ's Peg's Prodigy and Charles Bolin from the 4-hole, and Don't Dawdle Dude and Barney Dillon from the 5. Let's turn it over to Ayers.
They're off and trotting. Don't Dawdle Dude is on a break. Going out there looking for the lead. Flame Out. Pickle Shot is there in second. Over there to be in third. MJ's Peg's Prodigy as they move around the turn. and head on into the backstretch. Rude Dude L is fourth, and Don't Dawdle Dude is the trailer. So they move on up the backstretch and heading on over to the opening quarter, and the leader is Flame Out. Flame Out leads the way. In their second is a Pickle Shot. Opening quarter in a hot 29 3/5. In there to be third, MJ's Peg's Prodigy as they move around the turn. Rude Dude L is next, and the trailer Don't Dawdle Dude. They straighten away and move down here to the half. And out there with the lead, Flame Out. Flame Out fronts them by almost 5. In their second, Pickle Shot. Moving up on the outside is a Rude Dude L. They move here by the half in 1 minute 3/5. On into the turn they go, and out there with the lead, it's still Flame Out. On to the outside, Rude Dude L. Pickle Shot is third. MJ's Peg's Prodigy is fourth, and the distant Don't Dawdle Dude. They're into the backstretch and on their way to 3/4, and on the inside, Flame Out. On the outside, Rude Dude L, and the Rude Dude now shoves his neck on top. In their second, Flame Out. Pickle Shot is third. 3/4 home in 1:30, 1-1. They'll move around the final turn. Rude Dude L on the outside. Flame Out finally lets him have it here, and he starts to retreat as they come to the top of the stretch. Rude Dude L turns first now by almost 3. Pickle Shot is their second. On the inside is a Flame Out as they come down to the wire. Rude Dude L will win. Flame Out finishing second. Pickle Shot is third. Time of the mile, 2:03.
Mile in 2:03. It was the second race of the day that finished exactly like they started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rude Dude. It's his 7th lifetime win, 3rd lifetime win this year. Had those 2 wins at Ottawa and at Marion. Went to Scioto in a non-winners of 2 and finished 6th, only back by 3.5 lengths, and trotted that night in 55-1. And then went to Bell Fountain, finished 3rd there, and now here winning at Wellston. And we're going to have a big group in the winner's circle. The Bennetts, all the grandchildren. In honor of Terry Bennett. Looks like our speed superintendent, Chris Walls, is headed down too. Grandstand kind of emptied out, huh, Chris?
They were most of the attendees.
Yeah, there was a lot of Bennetts out there. Carrie passed away unexpectedly, and they are, Dan was telling me this morning that it's not just her family, but she considered everybody in harness racing her family. They really, really enjoyed attending the races. They'll have to hold all those babies up high, so we'll be able to see them in the winner circle.
Or it's the one Rude Dude L, 3-year-old bay-goated son of Long Tom. At a Lips of an Angel by Man of Many Missions, owned by Levan Stables, Dharma Fall Racing, E. Perry, M. Levan, Hank Levan trains, and is the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:03. Trophy being presented in memory of Terry Bennett. Terry Bennett's family and friends there in the winner's circle. Untimely passing here last year, or earlier this year. Terry was a big supporter of harness racing, not only here in Jackson County, but all over the state of Ohio. She spearheaded the construction of the Oak Hill FFA Winter Circle and is a friendly face I will miss here in the grandstands.
Did I ever meet Terry?
I think you would have, because she came on
She
the
was
broadcast.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Came on the broadcast a number of different places. So
not just here.
no, not just here. They traveled all over the place. The only thing that kept her from harness racing is a grandson or granddaughter's sporting event.
Okay.
So
Rude Dudell was the winner. Flame Out second. Pickle Shot third. MJ's Peg's Prodigy fourth. Don't Dawdle Dude fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 29 and 3. 1 minute 3/5. 1:31 and 1. 2:03.
Dave Mayrick said the same thing. Is there anyone left in the stands? Looks like they're all going to the winner's circle. And that's very true. A big contingent of Terry Bennett's family and friends. Okay, so we've got 4 in the books. 5th race coming up is the 2nd division of the 2-year-old filly Pacers. Scratch the 1, Rose Run Carmine. No changes that I know about, but I'm pretty sure we'll have a change on the 3 horse because I don't think Braden Rhodes is here today. So we'll get those changes for you right after this commercial break.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
All right, we're back.
Okay, we're trying to arrange. Some of the Bennett grandchildren want to get in the starting gate, so we asked Mike if he could pick them up.
How many people can you fit in the car? Guests.
You should be able to, well, at least 2.
Okay.
One in the back with Mike facing backwards, and then one in the passenger seat facing forwards.
Okay.
He did, Mike said this was a brand new gate, so he did want to not have anybody in it for the first couple races, so that he could kind of, make sure everything is right. I think he's heading over now.
Well, he loves guests.
Yes. I said you learn more about harness racing in those 5-10 minutes that he has you in the gate than you would any place else. So it's really, and it's just such an experience to be in that gate. Just incredibly cool.
I've done it twice.
Have you?
At the Meadows and then Scioto.
Oh, okay.
Scioto's got a totally different design.
Yes.
It's interesting.
Yeah, theirs kind of lifts up.
Right.
Yeah. So Mike will get out and get somebody in. said, it's a great experience, and Mike is always so willing to take anybody. Like I said, he said this was a new gate, so he wanted to make sure everything was all right. Because with Mike, it's safety first. As much as he loves having people ride in the gate and everything, his very first issue is always safety. Safety of the people on the track, safety of the drivers, the trainers, everybody. But he does love to talk about harness racing too. Who did you ride with at Scioto? Remember who it was?
I forgot his name. It's been a year.
Year too.
Whoever the main guy is, I think. If you said his name, I'd probably recognize him.
Jay Hawk is the starter over there.
Okay, yeah, that's
so
right.
It's probably him.
Because his wife, doesn't she work for Scioto in some capacity?
She works for the USTA.
Oh, maybe it was that. Yeah,
United States Trotting Association. We were talking earlier about August 1st. We're going to have that special youth and family night at Scioto Downs. But on August 8th, the very next weekend, which is also Hambletonian Day, we're going to have a Ohio Sire Stakes 50th reunion at Northfield Park. We had one at Scioto Downs already, and it was very popular with people. We had some old pictures around and some old trophies, and people really enjoyed looking at them. And we had some people that brought pictures for that night, so it was pretty cool for people to see it. So we're going to do that again August 8th at Northfield Park. You'll be able to see our tent there, so if anybody's around, and if anybody has any memorabilia, we'd appreciate you bringing that. Like I said, this is the 50th anniversary of the Ohio Sire Stakes, so we've been kind of celebrating all year. On the OHHA Facebook page, we've been putting up some old photos and telling about people that were in the Sire Stakes and won the Sire Stakes many years ago. If you're keeping track on your program in this 5th race, I just saw Sam Widger on the 3-horse.
Sam on the 3.
Yeah. So if you're going to be up in the Northfield area on August 8th, you can watch the Hambletonian right there. I'll have it on their simulcast feed, and then join us for the Ohio Sire Stakes Celebration Tour. We will be giving out T-shirts. You may have to answer a question for it, or you may not, depending on
your looks.
Yeah, depending how we feel about it. Yeah,
okay.
You know? Did you answer the question wrong?
How well dressed you are?
Yeah, you can have a T-shirt. You can have a T-shirt. We got special Ohio Sire Stakes 50th Celebration Tour shirts. Lots of stuff coming up. The end of the year. I mean, we have Super Night. We have all of the finals for the Fair Championship, for Buckeye Stallion Series, and of course we have 5 days in Delaware, and we have Super Nights on September 12th, and the Breeders' Crown. I mean, it's just a very exciting fall. It doesn't seem like we should be talking about this stuff, but Super Night's less than 2 months away.
2 months?
Yep.
Here are the horses on the track for the 5th race. Trophy by the Lewis Gilliam Funeral Home. 2-year-old filly Pace spurs $5,175. 1 is out. 2 Midnight Girl Alex Hawk. 3 Gold Rush driver change Sam Widger. 4 Lil Booger with the David Young II. And the 5, Leonia L., Hank Levan in the sulky. That's the field for the 5th race. Scratch the 1, Sam Widger on 3.
So the 1 horse is a scratch. The 2, Midnight Girl, Alex Hawk drives for trainer Stephen Harris and owner breeder Madison Hochsteller. This is the Pandarosa out of a Feeling Frisky mare, Feeling Like Doc. Has not had any starts yet, so it was first time behind the gate. The 3, Gold Crush, make the driver Sam Widger for trainer Rosie Weaver. Rosie Cole owns this horse along with Johnny Stant. This is a summa cum laude out of an Art Major Mare Major Crush purchased at the Buckeye Classic sale for $9,000. It was third its last start out at Bell Fountain and paced a mile in 2:6 and 2 last quarter and 30 and 4. Start before that was at Northfield and paced her mile then in 2:1 and 3. Lil Booger and David Young II from the 4-hole. Steve Swatzel, the trainer, for Karen Bright, who owns Standardbred. This horse has just had one time behind the gate. That was a qualifier at Scioto Downs. Finished 7th, was back a ways, but did pace her mile in 2 minutes and 4/5, coming her last quarter in 29 and 3. Leonia L. and Hank Levan from the 5-hole. Hank the trainer. For Levan Stables, Dharma Fall Racing, A. Hefflinger, and M. Levan. This was a $10,000 purchase at the Ohio Selected Sale. Won her last 2 starts out. One at Marion in 2:7 and 3, and then at Bell Fountain in 2:5 and 4. Raced at Paulding, finished 3rd there in 6 and 2, and Ottawa was 2nd in 2:4. So out of 4 starts this year, 2 wins, a 2nd and a 3rd. Has earned almost $5,000. The others, Gold Crush has won $822, so they're all just kind of starting out. Leona L., the most experienced of the group with 4 starts and a qualifier. So let's turn it over to Ayers Ratliff for the call of the 5th.
Scratch down to a field of 4, top of the stretch for the 5th race. Purse $5,175. Trial fee by Lewis Gilliam Funeral Home, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Lil Booger goes out there looking for the lead. There in second is Midnight Girl as they move around the turn. Gold Rush is in there to be next, and the trailer Leonia L. As they move around the turn and head on into the backstretch, Lil Booger leads the way. They're all chasing that Lil Booger, who leads them out there by a length and a half. Midnight Girl is there in second. Then we have Gold Crush and Leonia L. They went by the opening fraction here, and the leader is still Lil Booger. In 31 and 2, Midnight Girl is there in second. Over there third is a Gold Crush. Leonia L. still 4th of the 4 as they move around the turn. And the leader is Lil Booger. Lil Booger is out there and on top, now trying to rally from the back. Here comes Leonia L. Leonia L was 4th, now 3rd, now 2nd, and trying to press up on the leader as they come on by the stands for the first time. Lil Booger is on top. On the outside, Leonia L is there in second, the half in 103 and 2. Along the inside next is a Midnight Girl with Gold Crush. Around the turn to the back stretch, Lil Booger is still the leader. Leonia L is there in second. Midnight Girl and Gold Crush. To 3/4 they go. Lil Booger is still on top. On to the outside, Leonia L is trailing a half a length. In their third is Midnight Girl. They pace by 3/4 in 133 and 2. In and around the final turn, Lil Booger is on top. They're in second, Leonia L. In third is Midnight Girl as they come to the top of the stretch. And it's Lil Booger. Leonia L is coming back on for more as they turn for home. Lil Booger on the inside, Leonia L on the outside. Lil Booger and Leonia L. Lil Booger, I hope you picked a Lil Booger in here. They're in second, Leonia L, and Midnight Girl was third. 205 and 1.
Well, Ayers certainly had fun with that one. Lil Booger.
That's who I wanted to win.
Did you?
Yep.
Do you go down to the windows?
I don't.
You don't?
Not usually at the fairs. It's been a long time since I've made a bet. If I made a bet based on the name, which I would have here.
Is that what
I
you do?
Yeah. I'm not very good at gambling on horses.
Oh. unusual name. You know, the U.S. Trotting Association does have naming guidelines, and there's certain names that you cannot have.
I heard in Canada it's a little less restrictive.
Less restrictive?
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't know, of course, but that's what I've heard.
Well, you gotta love an outrider who stops to pick up a piece of equipment too. That's pretty nice. The girls that are out riding here are just doing an excellent job. So Lil Booger and David Young II, the winner. Karen Bright is the owner and breeder, so I think we have to either applaud her for the name or say, what were you doing, Karen? Leona L was second, but I did not catch the third and fourth, so I'll have to wait for that.
There's one name at Balmoral of a horse that everyone was shocked it got through.
Oh, who's that?
And I'm almost embarrassed to repeat it, but it's Tiggle Biddies.
Tiggle Biddies?
Yes. Oh. That somehow that was allowed.
Yeah.
Only saw them race once or twice, and that was it. So maybe they changed the name.
Maybe. I can never forget we'll talk about it after the rundown here.
It's the 4, Lil Booger. Lil Booger is a 2-year-old bay filly by Dancing Yankee and a precious little devil by Crown Time Big Ben. Owned by Karen Bright. Stephen Swatzel is the trainer, and David Young II, the winning driver. Time of the mile 2:05 and 1. Trophy by Lewis Gilliam Funeral Home. All right, next gift card winner, 6529075. 6529075. You are a winner. Rose Run Carmine Scratch, Midnight Girl 3rd, Gold Crush 4th. Lil Booger was the winner, Leonia L 2nd. Scratch 3, 4, 1, 2, 31 and 2. 103 and 2, 133 and 2, 205 and 1.
So there were your results for race number 5. We were talking about odd names, and I was on the road with the Harness Horse Youth Foundation, and you have a lot of people who are, 11, 12, 13 years old, and there was a horse that was big that year called No Sex Please. And those young boys just could not get enough about talking about that. So.
It was Mo, M-O, or N-O?
N-O.
Oh, okay.
No Sex Please. She was a pretty famous horse. But like I said, it was, once the boys heard that, it was hard to get them to think about other stuff.
Yeah. The whole group was giggling.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. The whole group was giggling. So a 2-year-old filly trotter, 2nd division coming up next. We've got a few driver changes. Christian Myers on the 3, Biddy Bop. Miss Runner will have Sam Widger, and Happy Helen, Alex Hawkup. So we're going to take a short break and be back to talk about the 5 horses in this race.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Win It and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
We are back. We were talking about the passport program with the winner of last year's passport program. And I'm looking for more passports, and I think I am out. I think we got some more printed, but I forgot to pick any up, so I am out of passports. But if you come someplace and the person happens to not have one, like me, the next place you come to will be able to mark that off for you, so make sure that you get credit for coming to a fair. Yeah, I am out. One of the first place prize is pretty cool. It's tickets to the Little Brown Jug Pavilion, and then also a very large TV. Last year he got a 65-inch TV, and we had it delivered right to his house, so we didn't even have to go pick it up. But this year we're also giving out prizes during the year. So if you go to at least 10 fairs, get your passport marked, we have they're like poker chips with horses of the year on them, so you get one of those. And if you go to 20 fairs, 20 race days, you will get a deck of cards with the horses on them. For the past couple years at our banquet, we have the top winning horses in each division on playing cards, so you can get a deck of cards with those on it. So we have, and I believe that the three-quarter pole you'll get some kind of a shirt. So kind of fun stuff. Of course, it's fun going to the fairs for sure, but also fun to win some stuff. I want to thank everybody that's watching. A lot of people. JD is talking about the big races tonight at Scioto Downs, Grand Circuit night tonight. The Send It In Invitational Pace, the $100,000 Cleopatra, the $100,000 Moneymaker, and I believe there's one more, though, the Nadia Lobel, $100,000 Nadia Lobel. So a lot of great races. We've got Joe watching from North Carolina. Somebody asked how many races today. We've got 10 for the first card, and then we start back in at 6 o'clock tonight, and we'll have 11 races then.
We're going to have like a 4-hour break.
We are.
Maybe 3.
And I don't see any rides at this fair, do you?
No.
It's a
I don't think it's ever open when we're racing.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. We just missed that.
Or it didn't start yet.
Yeah. I noticed they were charging admission to get in, so maybe today is the first day, the setup day or whatever they call that.
Usually they have rides ready to be set up,
Yeah.
too. I didn't see any.
Yeah.
Chris would know.
Chris would know. Chris
Yes.
Walls? Yes, he would. We'll see if we can grab him, get him on here. They have a really nice camping area in the back. Lots of trees back there, so lots of people come and stay probably for the whole week. I'm ashamed to say that I've never walked around. Maybe today will be the day since we've got a break. Walk around and look.
Well, last year, Kim got you a fried bologna sandwich.
That's right.
I remember this distinctly because I was starving and it looked really good. So hopefully they still have them back there.
Yeah.
Or have them again.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get one.
Get one in the break, yes.
Best fried bologna. I've only had a few, but the best one was at Washington Courthouse.
Oh, really?
Fayette County, yep. And they had a special on Wednesday, which was race day last year. But they really fry it. They don't just put it on the skillet or the whatever. They actually put it in a deep fryer.
Oh, it's deep fried?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So it's truly fried. Yes.
Wow.
But it was the juiciest, most tender sandwich I've had, and it was awesome. And I think it was only $4.
Oh. We don't talk quite as much about food as we do when Frank's here. When Frank's here, it's always...
That's right. That was a big feature
that was.
Early on.
Frank Fra's Fair Food Report. That was a big... People would give him suggestions of what to do with Frank's new position, because he is executive director of the Ohio Harness Horsemen now. He doesn't get out to as many fairs as he would certainly like to.
What we really need is an agreement with each fair to give us a sample of each food truck.
Oh, true.
That way we can properly judge them.
Yes.
And get a bunch of free food.
Looks like the horses are headed for the post parade. Waiting for one more.
Here are the horses for race 6. 2-year-old filly trot trophy presented in memory of Earl Buck Owings. Purse $7,500. 1 Jurassic Serena Brady Clemens. 2 Miss Erie Carson Conrad is up. The 3 Biddy Boop driver change Christian Myers. 4 Miss Runner make that driver Sam Widger. And the 5 Happy Helen gets trotting hopples and Alex Hawk in the sulky. That's the field for race number 6. Christian Myers on 3, Sam Widger 4, Alex Hawk on 5. Add them trotting hopples to the 5.
Okay, let's take a look at these fillies. They're going for a purse of $7,500, just 2 divisions. Jurassic Serena and Brady Clemens from the rail. Eric Nesselrod trains for breeder and owner Jerry Welch. This is a long Tom filly. Out of a call toll-free mare, Call Them Over. Very first lifetime start. Miss Erie and Carson Conrad from the 2-hole for trainer Steve Carter. Adam Freeland, Jacob Beard, and James Crawford, the owners. This was a Buckeye Classic sale purchase of $37,000. Has had just 1 start, has had 3 qualifiers, all of those at Scioto Downs, 2-year qualifiers. Trotted in 2-7, 2-2 and 3, and 2-2 and 1. And last week at Wilmington, won there in 2-11 and 2. Biddy Bop from the 3-hole with Christian Myers up for trainer Kent Wolf. Kent is also the owner. Bred by Midland Acres. This was a $5,000 purchase at the Blooded Horse sale. It's a bit of a legend filly out of Western Hanover mare, Halsaway. Very first lifetime start for this filly. Miss Runner, Sam Widger will drive for trainer David H. Miller. David is also the owner of this creatine filly. Out of an Uncle Peter mare, Miss Stunner. This was a $3,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale. It was in a qualifier at Northfield, finished third, trotted in 2, 6, and 2, and then was in a 2-year-old non-winners of 1 race at Northfield and trotted in 2, 2, and 3. The 5-horse Happy Helen and Alex Hawk up. We do add trotting hobbles this time. J.H. Miller, the trainer, Powerline Racing Stable, the owner. This was a Buckeye Classic sale purchase for $11,000. Had a qualifier at Northfield, finished second, just back by 5 lengths, trotted in 2, 6 flat, and then was in a 2-year-old non-winners of 1 race at Northfield. Unfortunately made a break about mid-mile and did trot in 2, 9, and 3. So horses are headed into the stretch. Let's turn it over to Ayers.
The top of the stretch, and here they come. Biddy Boop is well behind the others. They're off into trotting, and Miss Erie is going out there looking for the lead. Jurassic Serena's all on the inside. Then you have Miss Runner, Happy Helen, and way back, Biddy Boop. Around that turn, they move into the backstretch, and losing stride, Jurassic Serena. Into the backstretch they go, and it's Miss Erie. Miss Erie is out there and on the lead. Then their second, Miss Runner. Over there to be third is a Happy Helen. Then it's Jurassic Serena and Biddy Boop. They go to the opening fraction here, and the leader in 33 1/5 is Miss Erie. Over there in second is Miss Runner. Then it's Happy Helen, Jurassic Serena, and Biddy Boop. They will straighten away and move down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, and the leader, Miss Erie. Miss Erie was a winner at Wilmington, going to try to win again here today. There in second is Miss Runner. Over there to be a third comes Happy Helen as they drive by the halfway mile mark of the race, and the leader is Miss Erie in 1:08 2. Miss Erie walked them through the first lap. In there to be second is still Miss Runner as they move around the turn. Off stride went Happy Helen. She's not happy now. Then we have Jurassic Serena and Biddy Boop. Off the turn, up the backstretch they go, and the leader, Miss Erie. There in second is Miss Runner. Further back is Jurassic Serena in third. Then it's Happy Helen and Biddy Boop. As they continue on to the 3/4 mile mark of the race, 1:40 2/5. It is a Miss Erie with the lead. Miss Runner is there in second. Jurassic Serena third. They're at the top of the stretch and a drive for the wire. And with the lead, it's Miss Erie. Miss Runner is now moving up to the outside. Miss Erie on the inside. Miss Runner on the outside. Miss Erie will win. Miss Runner finishing a second. And Jurassic Serena third, time of the mile, 2:11.
I think we are going to be waiting a while for Biddy Boop to cross the finish line. She's just at the 3/4 pole right now. And make sure the people giving the blanket don't go out there. And she's still coming. I don't know. I didn't really see what happened, if she made a break or if she just didn't feel like getting up to the gate or what the problem was. Biddy Boop with her first lifetime start was not a real great one. Okay, they're out of the way now, thank goodness. And here comes Biddy Poop finishing the mile. Sometimes you want them to finish just so that they have that experience of going the whole mile. Mile in 2:11, so a nice slow mile. Miss Erie had one last week in 2:11 and 2, so this is a new lifetime mark for Miss Erie. What's that?
It is the 2, Miss Erie. Miss Erie's a 2-year-old, a bay filly by In Range. At a precipitation by Swan for All, by Adam Friedland, Jacob Beard, Charles Crawford. Steve Carter is the trainer. Carson Conrad, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:11. This one trophy presented in memory of Earl Buck Owings. Buck Owings and friends and family going down there to the winner's circle. Buck started his career 50 years ago, right here, his first drive ever at the Jackson County Fair. For 40 years, he worked for Esther Crownover at Crown Time Farms. The last 10 years with his brother Richard. Earl Buck Owings harnessed 899 winners with 494 driving wins and over $3.6 million in purse earnings. A few of his last horses he trained are racing today. Arbin currently holds our track record here, 156-1. He broke that track record right here last year, still being trained by Buck Owings. Trained some very notable horses for Ohio's history. Crown Time, Big Ben, and Scimitar among the most notable horses trained by Earl Buck Owings. Race result is official. Jurassic Serena was third. Miss Erie, the winner. Biddy Boop fifth. Miss Runner second. Happy Helen fourth. 3:15.24, 33-1, 1:08.2, 1:40 2/5. Mile time 2:11. Upcoming seventh race, I've got Hank Levan driving the 5. Bring him out, race 7.
Okay, so those were your results from race number 6, Miss Erie. Your second lifetime win out of just 2 lifetime starts. So she is undefeated in her nice young career. Mike Webkenberg getting kids in the starting gate. He always likes to take a picture of everybody when they get off. Tell how much fun they had in that gate. 7th race coming up is the second division of the 3-year-old Colt Pacers. One change that we know about, number 5, Jurassic Taxman, will be driven by Hank Levan. So let's take a short break, and then we'll be right back.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion, In Range, set new sales records at the 2025 Jug Sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm. Consignment.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
Okay, welcome back to the Jackson County Fair here in Wellston, Ohio. Did you notice when you were coming up the road, it's Driving Park Road? Yeah, I wonder, we'll have to find somebody local to find out what the story is. Golf range? Oh.
I don't know.
See, I never even thought about golf. I just thought it was driving horses.
Well, that makes sense. Chris would know.
Chris would know. We need Chris. We told you earlier that they've got 2 outriders. One on a really pretty gray speckled horse and the other a bay, and they're just really doing a good job running back and forth. There you can see the one. Young lady on that horse. These horses are getting a big workout today because they go across the infield each time that they go by them. They go across the infield to make sure that everybody's safe, and they're doing a really good job. I mentioned before that they're even picking up equipment. Sometimes you do lose equipment on the track during the race, so they were picking up equipment to get it back to the trainer. Nice to have an outrider. So we start our second program tonight at 6. So we hope that you'll be back there. We'll probably be done racing here before the big races are on at Scioto, so you can watch all 11 races here and then switch over and watch the $100,000 races, the Grand Circuit races at Scioto. I forgot to mention that I talked about the August 1st at Scioto being a family night and kids night, but it's also state fair night. So actually they race the 30th, 31st, and 1st, the state fair races. And they are named after, there's the governor's race and the first lady's race and the director of agricultural race. So they've got a lot of pretty big races, and those will be the first crown in the Triple Crown. The Triple Crown in Ohio consists of the Ohio State Fair races, the Ohio's Breeders' Championship, which are held at Delaware, and then the Ohio Sire Stakes Finals, which are held back at Scioto. So this year they are in pretty quick succession. They go from, like August 1st through September 12th. Those 3 races will be in there to get the Triple Crown. So kind of exciting. So we'll see who gets it started at Scioto during the state fair races. It's always fun to see who won a race at state fair that then is in at the Breeders' Championship at Delaware. Doing a heck of a job on this track today. They are out every single time in between watering and dragging, so just doing a really nice job. I think we're going to be in the sun tonight. What do you think? The sun seems to be coming. Is it going this way?
I can't tell what direction we're facing.
Yeah, kind of. The sun came up to about the 4th row, and then that was it. Hasn't really come up any.
Those clouds look nice.
I just see Chris Walls is up there. Maybe
I think he's judging.
Down. Is he judging?
Yeah.
Okay. See if we can get him to come down in between. I know Rod Newhart is up there. I think he's the presiding judge.
And then Bill Creighton.
Bill Creighton. I thought Kim was up there today too, but maybe not. She was going to be here last night, I think, but not tonight. I think Chris Walls is coming to join us. As we said, this is actually the Friday night program that we're doing now because the air quality was not good, and then the rains kind of came through and got the air quality in good shape. So I decided to race today.
Keep on moving out to the 7th race. Keep on moving out, race 7. 12, 3 to go. Keep on coming for the 7th.
So joined now by Chris Walls, our superintendent of speed. Hey, Chris.
How are you today?
Good. Everything's going well?
Excellent today.
Excellent today. You had the air quality issue yesterday, and then did you get rain during the night?
We got enough to turn your windshield wipers on.
Oh, okay. That was it. Okay. But it seems everything seems to be cleared up, and it's a really nice day here.
Very nice day, and with the moving of the races till the noon hour, we've still got a pretty good crowd here today.
You really do. There's a lot of people here. And you're right, a noon is sometimes a little bit hard to get people here.
Yes.
But it is good. Is today the opening day of the fair?
Well, actually, yesterday would have been the unofficial day of the opening with the harness races.
Okay.
Would have been yesterday. But actually, Monday, everything kicks off full swing Monday.
On Monday, okay.
Yes.
We were just saying that we don't. Do you have rides?
Rides, yes. They will be open Monday. They're
Monday?
at another location
Oh,
over the
okay.
week, so and they'll be moving in tonight and tomorrow.
And what other kind of entertainment do you have that people could come?
Oh, entertainment is jam-packed for us this
Is it?
year. Sunday, we have truck and tractor pulls here Sunday starting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Monday, we have Diamond J Rodeo here. And on Tuesday, we have the monster trucks coming in on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Headlined by Bigfoot this year.
Wow.
So first time we've had monster trucks for several years here.
Oh.
And a famous one.
Yes, and a famous one.
Was it you guys that had wrestling last year?
Yes, we had wrestling last year and it rained.
Oh, shucks.
Wasn't there a guy that ate worms or something?
Yes.
Was that? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, let's go to the post parade and then we'll be right back.
Colton Gelding Pacers. 1 captain's dance, driver change, Sam Widger. 2 is Suma Guy with Michael Lowe. 3 Red Sand, Alex Hawk. 4 is Lane's Suma Boy with Shelby Shadle. And the 5, Jurassic Taxman, driver change, Hank Levan, and the Sulky. That's the field for race number 7. Sam Widger on 1, Hank Levan on 5.
Well, Chris, you have to be pleased with the turnout of horses, too. You've got some nice fields of horses here.
We've got some really nice horses this year. Then this evening's races, we have, out of the 11 races, 10 are full fields.
Oh,
tonight.
wow. That's really nice.
So then the final race tonight, I think there's either 4 or 5 in it. But for full fields to come out, we are very appreciative of them.
Yeah, well, because it's getting the time of year where there's more fairs going on, so it's a little harder to fill things. But you've got nice group of horses here, and I think everybody likes the facilities here. You've got a nice barn back there, and it's just a
nice barn. At least
place.
we got three barns they can stable out of if they like. So.
Okay. And do people stable here all year?
Yes.
We
have 11 horses stabled here throughout the year.
Oh, okay. Okay. Which is probably why the track is so nice.
Yes.
That certainly helps, doesn't
I'll
it?
give it a lot of credit to our horsemen. They work the track for us and everything throughout the year. Then we had a company donate us a grader last week.
Oh.
So we've graded the track 3 times just to make sure everything's is about as good as it can be.
Yeah. Oh, that's really nice. That is very nice. So horses are headed over. Well, we'll let you go because I know you're a associate judge. Looks
Susan
like
had one quick question about the road.
Driving Park Road.
Yes.
Was it a race? Was it the track that got that Driving Park Road?
I'm not sure, but let me figure that out and I'll let you know here
All
later.
right.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
This is our superintendent of speed, Chris Walls, joining us for a little bit. We'll go over these horses kind of quickly. Captain Dance. I did not check. Is that Sam? I was going to guess Sam Widger's driving. Captain's Dance, trained by Rosie Weaver, owned by Rosie and David Jura. A Dancing Yankee colt, purchased as a yearling for $20,000, made $29,000 last year. Got almost $42,000 lifetime, coming off of 2 wins. He was scratched, sick, and ineligible last 2 starts, but before that had 2 wins. Suma Guy, Michael Lowe driving. He also trains and owns. This is a summa cum laude colt, as was sold for $11,000. 3 starts back, pacing 55 flat. Red Sand and Alex Hawk for John Hochsteller, trains and owns. A Down by the Seaside out of Wellston mare, 2 starts back, paces mile in 58 and 3 and 58 and 1. Lane Summa Boy, Shelby Cheadle, drives, trains, and owns. This is a summa cum laude out of Wellston mare, Don't Speak. Jurassic Taxman, Hank Levan's up for Josh and Roshan Trigg. This is a Fool Me Once out of a Better's Delight mare. Timothy Williams from Crystal Springs, Mississippi. This is another one of those horses that I couldn't figure out where they started, but it's at the Philadelphia Fair Track in Mississippi. So we got 5 horses going to the gate. We're going to turn it over to Ayers Ratliff for the call.
Per $7,075. Top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off into pacing, and it's Captain's Dance using that inside to his advantage. Red Sand is there in second as they move around the turn. Lane Summa Boy is in third. Off stride Summa Guy and the trailer Jurassic Taxman. As they move around the turn and head on into the back stretch, and out there with the lead, it's Captain's Dance. They're in second is Red Sand. It's Elaine Summa Boy in third. Over there, fourth, Summa Guy, the trailer. Jurassic Taxman, the opening quarter, 28-2. In and around the turn they go, and the leader is Captain's Dance. Captain's Dance is waltzing out there by 2.5 lengths. Over there in second is still Red Sand as they straighten away and move down here to the halfway mile mark of the race. Further back in third is Lane Summa Boy. Then we have Summa Guy and the trailer, Jurassic Taxman. They pace here by the halfway home, 58 2/5. On into the turn they go, and the leader is a Captain's Dance. They're in second is still Red Sand as they circle the turn to the back stretch, and they go on their way to the 3/4 mile mark of the race. Captain's Dance is opening up here now by 4 by 5. Further back in second, Red Sand. Closing in third is Lane Summa Boy with Summa Guy. They continue to the 3/4 mile mark of the race. And out there with the lead, it's still a Captain's Dance, 129-3. Further back now into second is Lane Summa Boy. Along the inside then is Summa Guy. Nothing more from Red Sand. They're at the top of the stretch. And if this was a fight, they'd have stopped it. It's Captain's Dance, who is large and in charge of these. Captain's Dance will win. Finishing second is Elaine Summa Boy. Summa Guy is third. Time of the mile, 2:01-2.
So that mile in 2:01-2, another Sam just went to the top and just kept opening up a little bit more and more. And some kind of wicked fractions for here. Went down to the quarter in 28-2, half in 58-2, 129-3, and 2:01. Got to slow down at the end, but sure had a nice mile. Captain Dance did have a mark of 55-2 at Northfield this year. Had a mark as a 2-year-old of 56 and a piece also at Northfield. Unofficially, I had the 4-horse being second, Lane Summa Boy second, and Summa Guy third. So I think the fair here at Jackson County is just going to get underway because, as we heard from Chris Walls, there's a lot of entertainment, a lot of, like I said, monster trucks. You must have known that monster truck, Chris? You must, when he said what that was, you knew that?
Bigfoot, he's like the most famous. I'm sure that's multiple generations because that was in existence in the 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The two big ones that I'm aware of are Gravedigger and Bigfoot.
Oh, okay.
Out of Femme Day American by Captain Treacherous, owned by Rosie Weaver and David Jury. Rosie Weaver is the trainer. Sam Widger, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:01.2. Trophy by Midland Acres. All right, looking at our next coupon winner. Winner of a Domino's gift card donated by Vinton County Bank. 652-9120. 652-9120. You are a winner.
Did he give the rundown? No. Okay, so we're waiting for the rundown, and we'll have that for you momentarily. As soon as they make it official. A few dark clouds coming in. I don't know.
Captain's Dance was the winner. Sumagai third. Red Sand fourth. Lane Sumaboy was second. Jurassic Taxman fifth. 1, 3, 4, 2, 5. 28-2. 58-2, 129-3, 201-2. Bring them on the track for the upcoming 8th race. Let's move them out for race number 8.
Okay, the 8th of 10 coming up. Our next race is going to be the second division of the 3-year-old Colt Trot. They're going for a purse of $6,925. No changes have been announced. I'm sure that we'll need a new driver on the 3 because that's, and I'm going to guess it's going to be Sam Widger because that's a Rosie Weaver horse. So we'll be back to take a look at the horses in the 8th right after this.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio. Once a year, the greatest converge. 12 championship races, over $7 million on the line. History will be made. Legends will rise. In October 2026, Scioto Downs becomes the venue where speed meets destiny. The Breeders' Crown, harness racing's ultimate showdown. It all comes down to the Breeders' Crown.
We're back.
We're back. Back here in Wellston, Ohio at the Jackson County Fair. We talk about you just heard that commercial for the Breeders' Crown. Pretty exciting times coming up for Ohio to have that race. It's usually been held at the Meadowlands, Woodbine, I think Hoosier Park a few years back. Just quite an honor to be able to get that. And I think because Scioto Caesars has invested a lot of money at Scioto Downs with a brand new grandstand and a brand new paddock, that they certainly deserve to get the big night of harness racing. The Breeders' Crown, lots of fun. You can go to the Scioto Downs website. I know tickets are going fast, so if you want a sit-down ticket, you probably should go and see if you can get a ticket for one of there's actually 4 nights of racing. There's 2 elimination nights and then the 2 finals nights. The biggest night, of course, is the second Saturday night. That'll have the premier horses in it. Be pretty exciting night. So go to the Scioto Downs website and you can find it. I think it's Open Table, which you are making your reservations through. But I know that the clubhouse is sold out, and I know that beneath the clubhouse they're having seating down there, and that is almost sold out. But there are still tickets in the what they call the beer garden on the other side, and then of course it's just free admission to the grandstand. If you want to come and sit in the grandstand, that's going to be free admission. And we heard from Jason Roth the other day. He's a director of racing there, and they are going to have heaters because you never know. Late October, it could be nice night, but it could be a chilly night too. So they are going to have heaters all over. So no matter where you are, you will be comfortable at Scioto for the Breeders' Crown. Lots of fun stuff going on. I know that they're talking about having Millionaires Row, where they're going to bring in some horses that have made way over $1 million. Foiled Again is one of those, so he's going to come in so you can meet Foiled Again right there. And I can't remember the rest of them, but altogether those horses have been made over $20 million. So it's pretty neat time to be able to meet some of those horses up close. It'd be worth it just if just Foiled Again was there. That would be worth it. And I don't know if I should let the cat out of the bag, but I think there's going to be a special Foiled Again stuffed horse. So you'll be able to,
really?
Yeah, a little stuffy.
Okay.
Yep. Even is going to have, he's got a notch in his ear. It's even going to have the notch in his ear. So that's kind of fun.
Pretty accurate?
Yep, patterned right after him. So it looks like we got horses coming down for the post parade. Are we missing 1, 2, 3, 4?
Is it raining? Oh, it is raining.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh. Yikes.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, I can see it on the cement.
I left all my windows open.
Did you?
No.
Oh.
That is the call to post for the 8th race. 1, Cafiro, Charles Bowen. 2, Jurassic Jokester, Michael Lowe. 3, Pump Action, Driver Change, Sam Widger. 4, Betty Jean's Pride, Brady Clemens. And the 5, Whistle on the Sand, Alex Hawk. In the sulky, Sam Widger on 3.
Do we have 5?
I didn't see
those.
Oh, okay.
We're waiting for Alex Hawk.
Well, I'm glad I moved up to this point because we're just missing all that water.
Oh, good. Yeah, we don't want equipment to get wet, do we?
No.
Okay, we'll take a closer look at the horses in this race. The second division of 3-year-old colt trot going for $6,925. Kefiro, Charles Bolin drives for James Bolin Jr. Charles is the owner. This is a Team 6 out of Equinox by mare Here's Ethel. 8 starts this year as 1 third-place finish. That was at Scioto Downs, where his horse did trot in 58-4. Was also in the Buckeye Stallions or Buckeye Claiming Series, finished 5th in there in 59-4. This horse Kefiro has had 18 starts as a 2-year-old with 2 wins, 6 seconds, and 5 thirds. Earned over $21,000 as a 2-year-old. Jurassic Jokester, Michael Lowe up. He also trains and co-owns along with Jerry Welch. Jerry is also the breeder. Last start out at Wilmington, that was a winner in 2, 3, and 4. But a few starts back at Scioto Downs did trot in 57-3. This is a Volstead out of a a Volstead out of a Like a Prayer mare, Vamp Hall. Pump Action, Sam Widger will drive, make that driver change for Rosie Weaver. Heartland Acres and Rosie Weaver, the owners. This is a Long Tom out of Jailhouse Jessie mare. Jailhouse Jenny was sold at the Butted Horse Sale for $29,000 as a yearling, and has had 7 starts this year, 2 wins, 15 starts last year with 3 wins. The fastest of those was 2, 2, and 1 at Old Washington, but the last 2 starts out were both at Scioto Downs, and this horse trotted in 56-1 and 56-4. Betty Jean's Pride, Brady Clemens drives for J.H. Miller and David Miller, the owner. This is a full count colt out of an SJ's Photo mare, Betty Jean. So horse was sold for $13,000 at the Buckeye Classic sale as a yearling. First start this year, did have 1 qualifier at Northfield where he finished distanced. 10 starts last year with 2 thirds. Whistle on the Wind, Alex Hawk up for Shelby Cheeto. Richard Owings, the owner. This was a $25,000 purchase at the Ohio Selected Sale. This is a What the Hill out of Cantab Hall mare, Can Frisco. 2 starts back, finished 5th in a qualifier at Scioto and did trot in 2 minutes and 1/5. Horses are headed to the gate, so let's turn it over to Ayers.
I know we're currently having some rain, but the sun is also shining. Looking at the radar, this is just a real quick storm, and it will pass extremely fast. Top of the stretch for the 8th race, 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters. Trophy by Circle M Meats, the purse $6,925. Field of 5, top of the stretch. Here they come. Jurassic Jokester is on a break. They're off, and a trotting Whistle on the Sand from the outside, also leaving Pump Action as they move around the turn. Getting away to be an early third is Betty Jean's Pride. In there to be 4th, Kefiro, and the trailer, Jurassic Jokester. They move around the turn and head on into the back stretch, and out there with the lead, it's Pump Action and Sam Widger. They front the field by 2. Whistle on the Sand is there in second, and there to be 3rd is Betty Jean's Pride. Then we have Kefiro, the opening quarter 31. Jurassic Jokester is the trailer. As they move around the turn and out there with the lead, it is Pump Action. Pump Action is out there and on top. Over there in second, Whistle on the Sand. In their third is Betty Jean's Pride as they move down here to the halfway mile mark of the race. Then we find Kefiro and Jurassic Jokester. They remain in single file. And out there with the lead, it is a Pump Action. Now moving to the outside, Whistle on the Sand. Halfway home in 103-2. So Widger now picks it up with Pump Action. In their second, Whistle on the Sand. Onto the outside, Cafiro is third. In their fourth, Betty Jean's Pride. And the trailer, Jurassic Jokester. They continue on to the 3/4 mile mark of the race, and the leader, Pump Action. Whistle on the Sand is getting closer, so is Cafiro. Betty Jean's Pride is not. 3/4, 135 as they move around the final turn. And out there with the lead, it's Pump Action. They're in second, Cafiro. Whistle on the Sand was a bit fumbly gated, but trotting good again in third as they come to the top of the stretch. On a drive for the wire, and with the lead, it's Pump Action. Pump Action is out there, and on top, Pump Action will win. Cafiro finishing second. Whistle on the Sand is third. Time of the mile, 2:05.
Okay, we had a couple breakers in there that spread the field out a little bit. Jurassic Joker made a break early, and Betty Jean's Pride made a break late. But your winner, Pump Action, and Sam Widger. I did not hear the final time. I'm not sure what that was. A combination of Sam Widger and Rosie Weaver getting a couple wins today. See, Rosie Weaver does not have any horses in tonight, and I would imagine that Sam Widger is going to be heading up to Scioto Downs to drive a bunch tonight.
Number 8, it is the 3 Pump Action, 3-year-old bay-gooded son of Long Tom and a Jailhouse Jenny by Jailhouse Jesse. Oh My Heartland Acres and Rosie Weaver. Rosie Weaver trains Sam Widger, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:05. That's a training triple for Rosie, a driving triple for Sammy. Time of this one, 2:05. Trophy by Circle M Meats. Looking at our red tickets, next gift card donated by Vinton County Banks. This one to Tumbleweed. It is 652-9153. 652-9153. Cafiro was second, Jurassic Jokester fourth, Pump Action the winner. Betty Jean's Pride fifth, Whistle on the Wind was third. 2, 4, 1, 5, 3, 31, 103 and 2, 135, 205.
So 8 races in the books, a 9th coming up, the Pentultimate. We'll return to take a look at those horses in the 9th right after this.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Okay, we certainly want to thank all our sponsors that help us out in the broadcast. It kind of allows us to get some extra equipment that we may not be able to otherwise. We've got a new piece of equipment this year, a Live View, another one of those, which seem to be the best way of getting the internet at the fairs.
We have 3 now?
Two Live Views.
Oh, okay.
And then mushrooms. And then we have a Starlink, which you have to have kind of a clear vision to the sky, so it's only at certain places that can be used. But got different ways to try and make sure that we keep bringing you the races. The internet is probably the biggest problem that we have.
It's 2 things, internet and announcer.
Yeah.
Getting sound from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys understand, every place is different. And it's sometimes it's a gamble and you don't know if it's going to work.
Well, that's why Chris and Matt and everybody, they come early because they're trying to figure stuff out. And then sometimes if the sound guy at the fair isn't there early, then you've got to try and figure out what you can do without that person.
Sometimes there is no sound guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody's wearing many hats trying to figure out what the sound is.
Yeah, so that's we want to bring you the best programs that we can, but sometimes it is difficult. I think the rain went away. Sun is shining again. So it's really a nice day here at Wellston. Chris Walls told us that their rides, we said, Chris Santa Catarina and I said we didn't see any rides anyplace, but he said that they're at another fair this weekend, so they'll be here on Monday. And then set up. This fair, you have to kind of climb. It's like sitting on the top of a hill, so you have to drive up. Quite a steep climb up to get here. So I'm not sure where they put rides, but
it seems like they cleaned up the infield too. Like when first couple of years we started doing this, there was some debris or older materials.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they have cleaned that up, and it's when they bring in as many motorized things as they have, that does kind of tear it up a little bit. And Chris Walls did say that they do have 11 horses here stabled year-round, around 11. So the guys that are stabled here all the time, they keep the track up, and that's always really helpful to keep to have somebody on the grounds, because then the track gets worked on a daily basis. Places that don't have any horsemen on the grounds anymore, it's not quite as, track is a little bit harder to get into shape because you really have to work it if it doesn't get worked daily. So JD's keeping everybody aligned on what's going on across the nation.
Oh, did you hear about Hawthorne? Have you heard any updates?
Not just that they sold it to a non-racing entity.
And guess what the place may become? Data center.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
How can you... There's such potential to make money from a casino there, which they already have approval for.
Right.
It just doesn't... None of it makes sense to me.
No.
And it's sad. It's really sad.
It is.
We're down to one track now, only thoroughbred in Illinois.
Yeah. Illinois used to be a hotbed of harness racing. It really, really did, because they had so many tracks and so many.
Yeah.
It is a shame. When we lost Maywood and Balmoral.
Yeah.
And then now Hawthorne.
And that was such a surprise too, because we thought maybe we might get reduced dates at Balmoral, but complete denial of any dates.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the fire recently, did you see that a couple months ago?
At Balmoral, the empty grandstand burned down.
And it was the TV room that was billowing flames.
Really?
So I don't know how that happened, but
we are very lucky here in Ohio that we have as many racetracks as we do. Not only the parimutuel tracks, but of course the 66 fairs that we race at. It's just kind of incredible when you see other states that just can't get anything put together. So we sure want to thank the legislators and truthfully the OHHA working so hard to keep racing going. So we're going to have the post parade for race number 9.
Here are the horses for the 9th race. 2-year-old filly pace, purse $5,175. Trophy by Jackson County Browns backers. 1, Mickey L., Hank Levan. 2 will be Blue Goose, Daniel Ironton. 3, Monty's Girl, Brady Clemens. 4, Be Quiet and Drive, Carson Conrad is driving. And the 5, Fairy Tale Yankee, Alex Hawk in the sulky. That's the field for the 9th race. I've got no change here in race 9.
Okay, we'll take a look at the horses in this race. We said this is the 3rd division, the 2-year-old filly pacers, so they are going for a purse of $5,175. Mickey L. and Hank Levan from the rail, Hank's trainer for Levan Stables, Megan Levan and Max Perry. Sources had 4 starts this year and 3 seconds. Was second at Bellefontaine, timed in 2:4 and 2. Second at Circleville, timed in 2:8 and 3, but came home in 28 and 2. And at Paulding was second in 2:5 and 2. Blue Goose, Daniel Ironton drives for trainer Marlon Smith and owner breeder Lori Farnes. This is a Memphis Flash filly out of a Van Hanover mare, Van Ashley. Very first lifetime start. Monty's Girl, Brady Clemens drives for Eric Nesselrode and Ryan Householder. Brett Hopper and Midland Acres, the breeders. They sold this filly for $3,000. The Ohio selected sale has had 1 qualifier, finished second in that, was individually timed in 58 and 3. Came home 27 and 2. Be Quiet and Drive, Carson Conrad for Charlie Conrad, Charles Conrad, the owner. This is a summa cum laude filly out of a Bettor's Delight mare, Grade Lane. Sold at the Ohio selected sale for $8,000. Has had 3 starts this year, 1 win. That was at Circleville in 2:8 and 2. But right after that, she went to Scioto Downs and was in a couple of overnight races. She finished 7th in both of those, but timed in 55 and 4 and 57 and 2. And Fairy Tale Yankee making her first lifetime start with Alex Hawk up for Melvin Byler, Stephen Butler, and Eric Butler. This was a Buckeye Classic purchase for $7,500. Very first lifetime start. So the horses are headed to the gate. We're going to turn it over to Ayers Ratliff.
Backers, 2-year-old filly pacers. The gate is rolling. Purse $5,175. Top of the stretch for the 9th race. Here they come. They're off and pacing, and out there looking for the lead is Monty's Girl as they move around the turn. And there to be second, Mickey L. And early third for Fairy Tale Yankee as they move out on into the backstretch. And there to be fourth comes Be Quiet and Drive, and way back to Blue Goose. They pace on to the opening quarter, and out there with the lead. With them on top, it is Monty's Girl. Over there in second is Mickey L, the quarter, 30 2/5. Into the turn they go. Fairy Tale Yankee is there in third. Be Quiet and Drive is fourth. And Blue Goose is way back trailing. As they'll circle the turn and drive down here to the half, and out there with the lead. With them on top, it is Monty's Girl now hustling up on the outside. Fairy Tale Yankee along the rail. Mickey L is now in third. Be Quiet and Drive is fourth. And Blue Goose is the trailer halfway home, 102 2. On into the turn they go, and the leader is still Monty's Girl. In there to be second, Mickey L. On the outside, Fairy Tale Yankee looks to be tired. Passing her to the inside, Be Quiet and Drive, and the distant trailer, Blue Goose. As they continue on to the 3/4 mile mark of the race, and out there with the lead. With them on top, it is Monty's Girl in 1:31. Mickey L is trying to get closer in second. Be Quiet and Drive is third. Then it's Fairy Tale Yankee and the Blue Goose as they round the turn to the top of the stretch. And the leader is Monty's Girl. Mickey L is still in second. They come for home. It is Monty's Girl. Monty's Girl. Mickey L is coming on the inside. Monty's Girl. Mickey L is coming. Mickey L. Monty's Girl. Mickey L. Look to come through to get it. Monty's Girl second. Be Quiet and Drive third at 2:02.
Well, that was an exciting finish. Monty's Girl kind of drifted off the rail, and Hank Levan snuck right through. I'm not sure. I would call it Hank Levan, but I am not right on the wire, so I'm not 100% sure. Pretty close, probably the closest race of the day that we've had. When you drift out a little bit, things can happen. Man, 2-2, really nice mile for 2-year-old filly pacers. First division went in 2, 5, and 4. Second division 2, 5, and 1, so definitely the fastest division. I see Hank Levan heading back to the winner's circle, so he must have thought he won.
Race number 9, it's the 1 rather, Mickey L. Mickey L, a 2-year-old bay filly by Monty Mickey. Ada Rockin' Megan by Pet Rock. Oh My Levan Stables, Megan Levan, Max Perry. Hank Levan gets his third training and driving win tonight. Time of the mile, 2:02. Mickey L was the winner. Blue Goose fifth. Monty's Girls second. Be Quiet and Drive was third. Fairy Tale Yankee fourth. 152, 34, 30 and 2/5. 102 and 2. 131, 202. Upcoming 10th race, race 10, the 10th and final live race on today's program. Be back for tonight's program. That starts at 6 o'clock. A ton of great prizes to be given away tonight, including a free TV. In this upcoming 10th race, scratch the 3. A field of 5 for the upcoming 10th race. Head them out, race 10.
Best I can be told, out here at the end of the road where the big house is, they remodeled right at the end. This whole area back in the early 1900s was a dairy farm.
Oh, okay.
So the gentleman in the 1900s come over, built this track, and I don't know if it was donated to the county or agriculture, but I think inside the fence belongs to the county commissioners. Okay. Outside belongs to the agriculture society. So I don't know if back then some way a deal was made in the early 1900s, but he built this here.
Oh my gosh.
And there was a tunnel, I guess, that was used for the Underground Railroad that come from that big house. Oh, there. If we can find the lady that her dad owns the place, we'll try and get her over here this evening. Yeah. It's very interesting.
That's cool.
Yes.
Wow.
So, very nice. What do you think of our new beds over here?
That's when we got the...
No. Back here's what we got from you guys last year.
Okay.
Well, we built this new one all the way around here. Remember the old wooden fence that was falling over the hill?
Yes.
We replaced it.
Yeah.
And you want to hear something else exciting? After the fair sometime, all this wood's coming out.
Really?
It's going to be aluminum seating.
Oh gosh.
We got some of that capital built money that the state gave away. So this is going to be aluminum seating next year. And we just opened our new campground and added 30 new camping sites.
Wow.
Big time. Big things they got completed this year, and even bigger plans next year.
That's cool. That's great.
Yes.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Feel the thunder, experience the speed, witness the excitement of Ohio harness racing. Ohio is home to 4 pari-mutuel tracks with exciting action at Northfield Park, Scioto Downs, Miami Valley Gaming and Racing, and Dayton Raceway. Plus racing at 66 county and independent fairs statewide. From legendary events like the Little Brown Jug to the Dayton Racing Derby, Battle of Lake Erie, and Next Generation Stakes, Ohio is where champions race. The speed, the tradition, the excitement. Don't just watch it, be a part of it. Race Ohio, it's your best bet.
Hey, so we're back here with Chris Walls. He's got some interesting stuff about the history here.
Well, the question was asked earlier about driving Park Road that comes into the fairgrounds. And the oldest gentleman that's been on our fair board for 40 years gave me some information. At the end of the road that leads into the fairgrounds was a dairy farm that covered several hundred acres in this area.
Oh.
So, and it was called Driving Park Dairy is what it was.
Oh.
So that's probably where it come to Driving Park Road.
Yeah.
Then back sometime in the 1900s, this racetrack was built. The gentleman that owned the dairy farm built this racetrack here. Then over the years, it's just blossomed.
Yeah.
So he either, we don't know if it was donated to the county or how the transaction went. But since then, it's been owned by the county. And at one point, we had 6 barns here over the years. But
oh gosh.
Yes. So now we're down to 2 barns left. But as we all know, back in the early 1900s and through the early 2000s, there was a lot of racing and horses stabled here.
Yeah. Wow. And you said something about that the Underground Railroad?
Yes, there is. With the information I've heard over the years, that even part of the Underground Railroad was part of this property that we're at today.
Huh. That's. And you guys aren't content to sit on your history, are you? You guys are doing new stuff all the time. You said you're getting new seats in the grandstand?
Yes. After the fair and before next year, all the wood seating is going to come out, and we're going to put all new aluminum seating in with funds that we received from the Capital Bill grant from the state of Ohio.
Wow. Wow. And you've added more camping spots?
More, yes. We added since the last fair, we broke ground November the 3rd. May 14th, we completed the project and added 30 more full-service camp spots.
Wow.
So now we have 120 total.
Oh.
And as of last night, we only had 2 camp spots left.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
So are they all on the backside?
Yes, they're all on the backside.
There.
Wow. When you come out of turn 2 with the camera, you'll see the campers there. Then on the back stretch here is where all the fair board stays.
Oh, okay.
Over here to the left of the race barns.
So you guys are right here in case you're needed.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Wow. Well, that's some interesting stuff, and maybe we'll be able to find this lady tonight that may even tell us more about the history, you said?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we'll reach out and see if somebody has her number.
Okay.
And try and get a hold of her, see if we can get her to stop by and see you tonight.
Oh, that would be great.
Yes.
Be great. Love the history of these fairgrounds. It's just amazing. And when you think about that, the Underground Railroad made a stop here. That's fascinating.
Yes, wow. Absolutely.
Do you know where the tunnel was?
It's actually, what I was told, somewhere at the house that was renovated from down, I guess, to the north of the fairgrounds right here.
Oh, okay.
It's somewhere in that vicinity.
Wow.
Cool.
Yes. Thank you, Chris, for stopping back and telling us no. We're going to have the post parade for the 10th, the Signature Series.
Signature Series per $2,450. Scratch the 3-1 Arbin, our current track record holder. Alex Hawk driving. 2 Suddenly Special, Kevin Wolf. 3 is out. 4 Eddie Nine Toes, Hank Levan. 5 Meadowland Boza, Charles Bolin. And the 6 Hillbilly Payson Hill, Christian Myers. In the sulky. That's the field for the 10th race. Scratch the 3. Don't forget, we're back in action tonight. Post time at 6.
Okay, so let's take a look at the horses in the Bob Willis Memorial Signature Series. Needing no introduction, actually, Arbin, the 7-year-old, gelding by McCardle. Out of a Bettor's Delight mare, he's had 131 lifetime starts with 27 wins. He's earned $320,000 plus, and took a record as a 5-year-old of 149-1 at Scioto Downs. But he hasn't slowed down because as a 6-year-old, he's took a mark of 149-2 at Scioto, and this year has a mark of 150-2. So Arbin just keeps on going. Suddenly Special and Kevin Wolf from the 2. Kevin is also the trainer, and Wolf Racing Stables the owner. He's a 4-year-old gelding by Western Vintage. He's had 48 lifetime starts, has earned $36,000, has a 2-year-old record of 158-2. The 3 is a scratch. The 4, Eddie Nine Toes, Hank Levan drives and trains for Winchester Bay Acres. This is just a 4-year-old by Me So Fast out of the Western Terror mare, Safe from Terror. Just 54 lifetime starts, 11 wins, has earned over $76,000, and has a mark as a 4-year-old of 152-3 at Scioto Downs. Meadowland Boza, Charles Bolin drives for Sam Moore and GG Racing. This is a 9-year-old by the Ponderosa. He's had 195 lifetime starts, 36 wins, 26 seconds, 24 thirds, earned almost over $247,000, and has a mark of 152 at Scioto Downs. And the 6 horse, even though we are scratched down to a field of 5, the 6 will still start from the second tier. Hillbilly Payson Hill, a 6-year-old. Christian Myers drives, Charles Myers trains and owns. This is a Racing Hill out of an Arts Place mare. 103 lifetime starts, 22 wins, made almost $19,000, has a mark of 153-1 at the Meadows as a 3-year-old. So quite a very nice field of horses. Here I'm sure the hometown favorite is definitely Arbin. He holds the track record here in
Starters calling in the horses for the 10th race. Trophy presented in memory of Bob Willis, our signature series, 4-year-old and up. First $2,450, the gate. Today's program, make sure you're here tonight. Post time at 6. 11 more exciting races for you tonight. A ton of great door prizes. Top of the stretch for the 10th race. And here they come. They're off into pacing, and there goes Arbin, our track record holder. He leads the way early on by 2. Hillbilly Payson Hill is there in second. It's Eddie Nine Toes in third. Over there fourth, Suddenly Special and Meadowland Boza, 5th of the 5, as they move around the turn and head on up the backstretch. And Arbin leads the way. Alex Hawk has him out there and on top. Hillbilly Payson Hill is in second. Eddie Nine Toes in third. Suddenly Special fourth. And the trailer Meadowland Boza, opening quarter 29-3. On into the turn they go. Arbin leads them out there by a length and a half. Hillbilly Payson Hill is there in second. In their third, Eddie Nine Toes. Then we have Suddenly Special and Meadowland Boza. They travel down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, and they're out there with the lead. It's Arbin. Arbin is up front by a length and a half. In there to be second is Hillbilly Payson Hill. Then comes Eddie Nine Toes, the half in 101. He's not going for the record today, but he's still on top. It's Arbin. Arbin leads them. They're in second, Hillbilly Payson Hill. Eddie Nine Toes in third, Suddenly Special, and Meadowland Boza heading up the backstretch on their way to 3/4. Arbin trying to make every pole a winning one. Eddie Nine Toes is on the outside now, trying to track him down. Arbin's on top, Eddie Nine Toes in pursuit. In their third is Hillbilly Payson Hill, 3/4, 1:31. Moving around the final turn, and Arbin kicks clear by 3. Eddie Nine Toes is there in second. Hillbilly Payson Hill is in third. They're at the top of the stretch, and it's all Arbin. Arbin leads the way. It's Arbin who's drawing away. Arbin in front. Eddie Nine Toes second. Hillbilly Payson Hill was third. Time of the mile 1:58 and 3.
That mile in 1:58 and 3. Did not look like that was hard for Arbin at all. Arbin has a huge crowd up here. They were cheering away for him. Definitely a hometown favorite. Arbin not only holds the track record here, but also at, let me take a look. I've got it someplace. I believe he has a track record at Urbana. I might be, unless one was set last year. He had a mark of 52-2 at Urbana, and of course 56-1 here at Wellston. So, hometown favorite, that's for sure. That makes 28 lifetime starts for this 7-year-old by McCardle.
9074. So 9067, 9074, you've won yourself gift cards.
So here comes our
coming back in front of the
No, go ahead.
Track record here last year. And he proved to be the best again. He's the one, Arbin. This is his 28th lifetime win. He's made almost $325,000. He has a mark of 149-1 at Side of Downs, taken at age 5. He's a 7-year-old. Bay-Gooded son of McCardle. Out of Binions by Better Still Light, owned by Richard Owings of MacArthur. Shelby Cheadle is the trainer, and Alex Hawk, the winning driver. Arbin, a nice racehorse, takes him here in 1:58-3. Trophy presented in Bob Willis' name, Bob Willis Memorial. Arbin, the winner, Suddenly Special 4th, Fearless Lizzie scratched. Eddie Nine Toes was 2nd, Meadowland Boza 5th. Hillbilly Payson Hill 3rd, 1-4 scratch, 2-5-3, 29-3, 101, 131, 158-3. With that, we conclude our day card. Don't forget, we're back in action tonight. 11 of them tonight, 6 o'clock post time. In between the races, don't forget that the food stands are open, exhibits are open, so make sure you are tooling around the fair. We'll see you back here tonight, post time at 6.
Okay, so that was our final race of the afternoon card, which was last night's card, postponed till today. So we're going to come back here at 6 o'clock tonight with 11 of them. I hope to see you all back then. So for Chris Santacaterina and myself, Susan Schroeder, and the whole OHHA team, we'll see you at a track real soon. Have a nice night.